Hi, welcome to Biology Remote Learning Summer School 2020. So you're receiving a packet with 6 assignments. I'm just going to go through the instructions for each of those 6 assignments. They're pretty self-explanatory, but just to make sure that you understand, the first assignment is a Unit 10 quiz on the plants. Before spring break, we were studying plants in biology. We did not return from spring break when we were supposed to review and have a test. So instead, I've put together this plants review as a resource to refresh your memory. Read through it. You may use it as you take your quiz. If you have other resources that help you better, feel free to use them. The quiz has 10 questions. They are all multiple choice. They are worth 10 points each. That is assignment number 1. Assignment number 2 begins the ecology unit, which we started in remote learning. This assignment also has a slideshow handout on the levels of organization. So you probably have not seen this if you're just now doing the remote learning assignments. So read through these slides, familiarize yourself with the levels of organization, use it as a resource to complete the worksheet for biological levels. You'll see pictures of buffalo, a picture of the earth on this assignment. This is assignment number 2. That needs to be completed in full. Don't leave any blanks. Every blank will be counted as points off when it's graded. Okay, assignment number 3 is on the trophic levels, known as food chains, food webs, food pyramids. You're given another very small condensed version of trophic levels slideshow. Again, this is to help you as a resource to complete your worksheet called Food Chains. This is assignment number 3. It's only a front page assignment. On this worksheet, Food Chains, it is very important that you don't skip the bottom. Over half of the worksheet is at the bottom. Number 2, you're making a chain. Number 1, 2, 3, you're making a chain. When you see it, it will be self-explanatory. There is a bonus question in the middle. You complete this question with any reasonable effort, you will receive some bonus credit for that. Now at the bottom it says, what is its role? Look carefully. If it's a producer, remember producers make their own food. So that would be plants, any kind of organism that undergoes photosynthesis. So you would write a P if it's a producer. If it is a consumer, you will write C for consumer. A consumer is any organism that eats other organisms. Whether it eats plants or animals, it doesn't matter. That would make it a consumer. And then D for decomposer. A decomposer example would be bacteria, mushrooms. These sort of organisms are heterotrophs that undergo a different type of way of getting their nutrients through decomposition. So you would write a D if you think it's a decomposer. So number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at the bottom are pictures. You just write a letter. Very simple. That's assignment number 3. Assignment number 4 requires no slideshow. It is a read and respond on adaptation. There are 6 questions. You're given a short paragraph for each one. Read carefully, read the question and the answer choices. If you need to, go back and read the paragraph again, and then make your best answer choice. Again, only 6 questions, but that is a little bit more lengthy because of the paragraphs, and most of the questions have pictures to go with them. But this is a read and respond practice. So this requires probably a little bit longer if you have trouble reading at times. So take your time with that and learn a little bit about adaptation. That is assignment number 4. For assignment number 5, Symbiotic Relationships worksheet. Again, you're given a slideshow as a resource called Symbiotic and Ecological Relationships. Again, this is a condensed version. On the worksheet 1 through 9, you're asked to define the terms. Every single one of these terms is on a slide in this slideshow resource. So you're just finding it, reading it, copying down the definition. By doing so, you should be learning what each type of symbiotic or ecological relationship consists of. So on the bottom half of the first page and the second page, you have to determine what sort of relationship is happening between the two organisms named. So for example, number 11, oxpecker and rhinoceros. The situation says, oxpeckers feed on the ticks found on a rhinoceros. It has nothing to do with the ticks in the relationship. The animals they want to know the relationship between is oxpecker and rhinoceros. The oxpecker is feeding, so it is getting nutrients, it benefits. The rhinoceros is having the ticks or parasites removed from his body, so the rhinos are now benefiting. So since both oxpecker and rhinoceros both benefit, then this is an example of a mutualistic relationship. So you would write an M. The instructions are right above the table of what letters you should write for each type of relationship. Follow that key. If you think it's mutualism, you write an M. Parasitism, a P. Whereas be careful if you think it's predation, PR. So again, reference your key guide for that. The key is also on the top of the second page so that you can remember to use the correct letters. Then you don't have to write each word every time. It saves you a little time. That is assignment number 5. Okay? And finally, the last assignment, assignment number 6, is an overview of ecology. So this is the biggest assignment. I've given you the Unit 11 Ecology Review. Has several pages. So as a resource, I've given you this very large slideshow. I know there's a lot of information here, but I recommend you read through it, refresh your memory. A lot of you are just learning this ecology for the first time. Some of it maybe you remember from middle school. And then do your best on the review. Don't skip number 1. A lot of kids skip number 1. It says label the different trophic levels of the energy pyramid shown above. So at the top, you see a diagram of a pyramid. Don't leave that blank. You need to label. So remember at the bottom of a trophic level pyramid, you start with producers. And then you have primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. You may look back at your smaller resources to help you with these questions, or you can look through the large slideshow as a resource. Okay, the information is in the slideshows. Some of these questions require higher level thinking. Some of these questions are simply give a definition. Do your best. Don't skip any questions. Don't leave blanks. If you leave a blank, for sure it's wrong. If you give it your best effort, that will be taken into consideration. Okay, so that review is assignment number 6. Those are your 6 assignments to earn credit for the time period of remote learning during the spring of 2020. That finishes the plants unit and covers the ecology unit. Good luck. You can do this. Have a good day.